Hello everyone. In this video, we are talking about the GoHighevel membership area, and this is a full walkthrough video. I'll show you everything that you need to know in order to use the memberships area in GoHighevel. And I've got a really bad cold, so sorry for my voice in advance. Let's talk about what we are going to cover in this video. First, we will see how to create courses in GoHighevel. So you can create online courses, you can upload resources like videos, documents and stuff into your courses in GoHighevel. How to share access to courses, both automatically and manually, automatically based on an event like a form submit or something, how you can share automatic course access, how you can manually share them as well. Then we will talk about the client portal, which is the interface where people can log in and access the courses they have access to. Same thing for communities. So client portal is something that brings everything together. It's basically an interface where they can access their courses and the communities. Next, we will see how to create communities in GoHighevel. Communities as in like a Facebook group or a school community. You can create similar communities in GoHighevel as well. Then how to share access to communities, which is also quite important because you need to be able to share access to communities. So you can nurture your audience or sell memberships for your community, like subscriptions and stuff. And then we will talk about the mobile app, which is not Lead Connector. GoHighevel membership area has a different app called GoCollab. We're going to talk about that as well. And then finally, we will see how to sell courses through funnels in GoHighevel. We will create pages where people can go and enter their details, enter their card information, buy a course, and automatically they will get access to the courses that you have here, access to client portal. So that's basically what we're going to cover. Watch the whole thing so you get a very good idea of how everything works in GoHighevel membership area. Without further ado, let's get started. So we are in our GoHighevel account. This is a sub account. Right now I am in a demo account. As you can see, you need to be in a sub account as well. And when you're here, you need to go to memberships. Now, the first thing you'll do is go to courses and go to products. So in order to create a course in GoHighevel, you need to create a product. Courses in GoHighevel are known as products. We will be creating a course, hence a product here. So you can start from scratch or import from Kajabi. If you have an existing course in Kajabi and if you want to just move it over to GoHighevel, you can do it by clicking on this button. But we will see how to create from scratch. There are different categories. I usually go with sprint course because this is the most basic one. So I'll just go with this. Let's just create a course called how to grow your business. So as soon as we hit create, it will give us an interface to create our course. So you can see here we have a few lessons. You can actually delete some of the lessons if you want. So these are some of the templates that they give you. So you get an idea of how everything works and how you can create your own lesson. So if you want to delete anything like this, you can keep deleting them and then add your own stuff. So this is the course content bit. So if you click on plus, you can create a lesson here saying lesson 1 introduction. And as soon as you create the lesson, you can move it around and then take it up top, click on it. Now you can upload a video. So click on upload video, put the whole raw format video here, or put it as a link like a YouTube or a Vimeo URL, or you can embed a code. If you're using a CDN like bunny.net or something, you can embed that code as well here. But most of the times I usually upload the whole file here. So it stays in GoHighevel. When you're done, check the title, put the description. If you want to put any links, if you want to put a short description of the lesson, this is where you put it. And then you just publish and save. You can also upload a video thumbnail or a lesson thumbnail. You can do all those stuff here. So we'll go back and all the lessons, they need to be published. Otherwise, people wouldn't be able to see it. Hey everyone, just wanted to take a quick moment to share my school community where if you join, you get to ask me questions about issues you're facing on GoHighevel Ads Automation AI. You can also be a part of the weekly coaching sessions where I conduct training on many different topics and we do a Q&A session after that. Besides, you get free access to a lot of my courses that I'm not uploading on YouTube anymore. Some of them you can already see on the screen. Also, there are members only discounts. So if you join, you get 50% off on my courses, my snapshots, my funnels, everything. That's pretty much what I want to share. See you on the other side. You can also create categories. So if I want to say, click on product structure, create category, I'll say introduction. So creating a category here. Another one, let's say business model. If I want to divide my course into multiple categories, you can do it here. And the categories also need to be published because when you create something, they are in draft. And it's good because unless you're completely okay with it for people to see, keep it in draft for now. So for each category, you can add lessons as well. So click on add lesson, and you can also drag and drop it from here. So like this, we can just go ahead and go to details now. You can change the title of the course, add a short description, like a one-liner description, what this course is all about. You can add a thumbnail as well. It's 1280 by 720 pixels. It's similar to YouTube thumbnails, if you're familiar with that. You can use canva.com to come up with a good thumbnail for the course. And there's a few other customization options, like who's the instructor of this course, what's the designation, so name, title, bio, logo, image. You can upload all that stuff. And there's some place for uploading your custom JS and CSS if you want to put some advanced customizations to it, but we're not going to do that in this one. So once it's saved, you can go ahead and go to the outline and click on preview. This is the preview mode. This is how your course looks, and you can actually customize all these things. It's very easy. It can be found here under details and customize as well. So if you want to add a new theme, if you say that I don't want this look, I want to change how it looks, you can actually find some templates from here. So let's say this one. Now if I hit refresh the preview bit, there you go. The layout's changed now, so you can apply multiple themes to your course interface. Now that's the course, right? Let's go back. Under products, you can add multiple courses, and in order to share access to these courses, what you need to do is go to courses and then go to offers. Here you need to create an offer, because if you want to share access to a course, you need to do it through an offer. So we will create an offer here. The offer name can be the same as the course name, so how to grow your business. And here they will ask you what product you want to include in this offer. I'll say how to grow your business. For now, let's just keep it free, but it can be one-time or recurring pricing as well, and hit create. This is our offer, right? Once we hit publish and save, this will be shareable. Now, if we say get link, this is the link you can share with someone so they can enroll for this. And since it's free, if they go to this link and enter their email and full name, they will receive an email to access that course. That's how it works. So if you want to share access to your course, you can just copy this offer link, and whoever fills out this information, they will get access to the course. Because it's free, they'll get access instantly. Also, one more thing about offers. When you create an offer, you have a chance to add multiple courses or multiple products under that same offer. Since we don't have another course, we can't add it. But just so you know, when you have multiple courses, and let's say you want to create a bundle or something like that, you can create an offer, add all those courses that you want to include in the bundle, and then add them to that offer. Share access to that offer, and people get access to all those courses because of the offer. So that's how you can combine multiple courses and sell them. Now let's talk about how people get access to the courses and communities you create inside GoHighevel. I know we haven't covered communities yet, but we're just talking about the access part. Now, the way they get access to whatever course or community you create, and depending on how much access they have, is through Client Portal. So Client Portal is an interface where people can log in and then see the courses they have access to, the communities they have access to, the messaging and all that stuff. So if you come over here, memberships, and then go to Client Portal settings, this is where you can customize your Client Portal. So people will log in and see your logo and your color and, all that stuff, like all the information. Let's just go to dashboard for a bit. As you can see, this is the Client Portal access, and you can generate magic links and you can invite people to your Client Portal. So whatever course or community you have added in that Client Portal, if they get invited, they can log in and then they get access to that. That's basically the access bit on that Client Portal. You can configure that and you can find the links here. We'll just quickly go to settings and we will go to branding. This is the portal name and this is the portal description. These are the colors. This is the favicon, portal image, logo. You can configure all that stuff, like support email. So if you want to say that's my email, you can do it like this. That's the copyright. And here you can also put your tracking codes and custom CSS, JS and all that stuff. So we will hit save settings, and here is where you customize your Client Portal, like the name of the portal. If you want to call it something else, you can do it here. Also, don't forget to upload the logo and the favicon. You can skip the portal image, but you can just upload all the other stuff and configure them properly. Let's go back. Now there's something very important we need to do. Now, if you look at this, it says app.clienthub.net. When people get access to your course, they'll get fishy looking URL, and some people are actually confused and some people are also worried. They see a link like this on their browser. So what you can do is you can add your own subdomain to it. My website URL is hasibasad.com. In order to make my portal live, in order to configure my domain with my portal, I can add a domain called portal.hasibasad.com. And this is my portal's URL. Instead of going to all these fishy looking URLs, people just can go to portal.hasibasad.com and they can access their Client Portal. They can log in to that. So we will configure that here. Now let's go back. Let's go to domain setup, and you can see there's a custom domain for the client portal. This is where we put our URL here, and we will say add domain. What you need to do now is hit add record manually, and you need to populate this record in your domain's DNS setting. Now this may be confusing, but depending on where you purchased your domain or your website from, you need to go there. Let's say you purchased your website from GoDaddy or domain from GoDaddy. You can just go to GoDaddy DNS zone editor, and then they will show you an article of how you can navigate to the DNS setting part. There are videos as well, so you can go there, and then let's see this one. This is the bit where you can configure the DNS setting. And if you're using a different one, let's say you're using Namecheap, there are tons of articles showing you how to go to the DNS zone of your website or your domain. You can also do it for any other like Postinger, anywhere you got it from. There's an article showing you how to navigate to the DNS zone part. There you go. You have the article with the instructions. So I'm using a hosting called local host. That's why this is my DNS zone. And when you navigate to your DNS zone, you'll see a very similar view as well. So I need to populate this DNS record, this particular one, in the DNS zone here. So I'll just say add record, and I'll copy this. And this is a CNAME record. So there are different types of DNS records. Our type will be CNAME. So portal, and then copy this. The type will be CNAME, and this is the record. Save record. Once saved, just wait a few seconds and then go to verify the records. Now we will just wait for GoHighevel to verify this DNS record with our server. So the domain was fully set up. Now, if we go to this URL, we can actually navigate to the client portal. You can see this is the name of the portal. This is the description. And if you put a background image, this will be the background image, and this support email, copyright, all that stuff, which you can easily go to branding and customize. There's the colors and the titles and the descriptions. All that stuff can be totally customized here. And this is where people will log in when they get access to the courses or the communities or both. So this is all about the client portal, and make sure you connect a subdomain. This is very important because otherwise it will be a fishy looking URL, which sometimes puts people off. With that being said, we have covered how to create courses, how to share access to courses through offers. We haven't covered the automatic part. We have also covered the client portal. Now let's talk about how to give people access to courses automatically. So let's talk about what we've done so far. We have a course, which is a product in GoHighevel. We have an offer to share access to this course. Now let's say I want to create a form which people will submit, and that form will also be created in GoHighevel. So the form will be submitted by someone and they will get access to my course automatically. So in order to do that, let's just create a form first. Let's just add a form, start from scratch. Let's just say course share access, hit save. So when someone submits their first name, last name, email, and phone number, they will get access to the course automatically. So we have this form, course share access. Now we will go back, and now we will go to memberships and then client portal settings and go to email settings. Now we will go to courses and make sure we have the send welcome email and send offer access both turned on, because otherwise once they submit the form, they won't receive an email, log into the client portal. They won't find that link. So make sure these two are on, and then we will go to automation. Now we will just create a very simple workflow to make this happen. We will just create a workflow, start from scratch, and we will say share course access. Now the trigger will be form submitted. Now we will add a filter called form is course share access. So we are saying when this form, course share access form is submitted, we'll just add a very simple action called course grant offer, and we will select the offer, how to grow your business. So once you have the offer published, it will appear here. So you just need to select that, save that, publish, and save again. Now, once I submit the form, which is this one over here, once I submit this form, I will receive an email from my portal to set up a password to log into my client portal. That's how it's going to work. So I'll just do a quick test. It's my phone number, just put some check boxes and then hit publish. Okay, so I just received this email. This is the course welcome email. I just need to log in. Just hit login and they'll say set up your password. And once I set up my password, I will be able to navigate to the client portal. There we go. I just clicked on this and then it took me to this page, which looks like my client portal. So I'll just say that's it, set password, and it took me to my portal. So because of my workflow, the form submit gave me access to this course over here. So if I go to this, I can actually access the course. This is how it works. let's just go back. If we go to home, we can come back here and then see what courses and communities I have access to. So this is basically the client portal. This is where the people will log in and get access to the courses and stuff. So let's go back. So far we have covered how to create courses, sharing access to courses automatically and manually. And by the way, it doesn't always have to be a form submit. It can be anything. Like if you move them to a specific pipeline stage in the pipelines area, or if someone books an appointment, if someone gets added a tag, like a contact tag is added to someone, like it could be anything. The trigger doesn't always have to be a form submit, just so you know. Because it's an example, I've used form submit, which looked like the most convenient one to me. But in your case, it could be anything, but the action will be this one. So this action in particular gives people access to the courses automatically through workflows. Now let's go back to our topics. Create courses, sharing access to courses automatically and manually. We've looked into that. Client portal, we have covered that. Creating communities. Now let's go back to our high level account. Let's go to workflows. Let's now go to memberships. And now let's go to communities. You can go to groups, and here's where you create groups. Now, if you're familiar with any Facebook groups or school communities, it's very similar to that. We'll just say create group, and the group name will be Business Growth Accelerator. Group description, learn how to grow a business from 0 to 100K. Discovery, let's just put this live for now. I'll show you where it gets discovered. And here's where you do the favicon, cover image, logo, and all that stuff, and create group. So once you do this, it will create a group for you, and then you can actually go to that from here. There we go. This is your group. Okay, so this is the group I just created. If you want to invite anyone, you can just invite members. Either share this group link with them, just copy, and then they can just go to this link and then set up their password and then get access. The access will again be given to the client portal. So this is actually the client portal, and you're seeing the group or the community, whatever you want to call it, in your client portal, right? So we will go back to the group. If you want to invite someone, let's say I want to invite my other email, if you want them to have administrator privileges, which is highly unlikely, you can turn it on and then they will receive an invite. Now, one very important thing, when you're sending an invite, you need to configure that email. So go to client portal settings, go to email settings, and go to communities. Now you need to make sure that the send invitation, all these emails that are going out are turned on properly, because if they're not on, they won't be receiving the emails, the invitation emails. So let's just quickly check what email I received. So this is the email I received. I'll say accept invite. Now, since I have access to the client portal from, that course share access, I think I'll get access to the group automatically. There we go. So it's just asking me to complete my profile. So I'll just upload an image real quick. So I'll just hit complete. Now, every time you invite someone, if they don't have access to your client portal from before, they have to set up a password. Like when we set up a password accessing that course, like once they get access to the client portal, whatever resource you share with them, they automatically get access to it. They don't have to set up another password to access your client portal because they already have access to that. So this is the view from a user point of view. So they can see the discussion, learning, events, leaderboard. You can watch it at your own time. Like what they mean, they're pretty similar to Facebook groups or school communities or any other communities. Now what we want to do is configure the group. So let's just go back to our group, hit settings. So this is where you configure the group, like subscription. If you want to add a price, like if you want to charge them for the monthly subscriptions, you can configure that here, and make sure you have Stripe connected to this high level account. Otherwise, the payments won't go anywhere. A newsletter, branding, themes, membership questions. If you want to ask them questions before joining the community, you can add those questions here. Like again, it's very similar to a Facebook group. So it's very user friendly. And that's something I really like about the Go High Level courses and communities area. Gamification rewards, like if you want to add any reward or gamification, like you can do that. Links, reported content, you can look at all these things from here. So this is the community. Now, what you can do is you can create multiple channels. So I can say wins. You can also make this channel private, so not everyone will be able to see it. There we go. So you can keep creating channels like this, and they will keep appearing on the left side. These are different channels for different categories or different use cases you can create. And you can put all the announcements here. There's a homepage. If someone posts something here, they'll appear, or you can also post them here. Now let's talk about how we can share automatic community access like courses. So let's go to the same example. Forms. We'll just duplicate this form and say, when this form is submitted, I want to share access to the communities, right? So keeping the same form, now we have this form called community share access. And when someone submits this form, they should automatically get access to my community. So I'll go to automation, create a workflow. Let's just start from scratch. I'll call this share community access. Okay, add new trigger, same thing, form submitted. Form is community share access. We are saying when this form is submitted, this workflow will automatically go to grant group access. This is the action you need to have in the workflow, and the group will be Business Growth Accelerator, the one that we just created. And hit publish, hit save. Now, when that form is submitted, they'll automatically get an email to access the community. Again, if they don't have access to the client portal already, they'll have to set up a password for the first time and they'll get access to the community. If they already have access, they'll just literally click on that link. They'll automatically get access to that community. That's how this basically works. Okay, so far we have covered creating communities, sharing access to communities. Now let's talk about the mobile app. So GoHighevel has a mobile app for just the memberships area, which is called GoCollab. It's not Lead Connector. So Lead Connector is the app we use for lead nurturing, talking to our leads in GoHighevel. But for the memberships area, we have an app called GoCollab. So GoCollab, let's say App Store. You can download it from the App Store or the Play Store. It's in both places. And what you need to do is download it on your phone, and then you'll be able to access your courses in communities. Same thing goes for your subscribers or your members. They'll be able to download GoCollab on their phone, and depending on what they have access to, they'll be able to access from their mobile app, which is GoCollab. Let's say, for example, when I invited my other email and then I logged in, I set up a password, I'll use that same password and that email address to log in to the GoCollab app. That's how it basically works. There's really nothing more to it. So this is all about the GoCollab app, and there's a GoCollab website as well. So if you go to GoCollab, this is pretty similar to School. If you create a community here, let's go back from our, let's say, settings. And if you go to Discovery, if you have it on like this, your group will appear on the GoCollab website. So this is getting bigger, and they're starting to get a lot of organic traffic. So it may be worth your time, because if you enable Discovery here, and if your group starts appearing on the GoCollab website, you'll start getting leads from there automatically, especially for a free group, right? So if you go to see all communities, you can see there's loads of communities out there right now. So there are multiple communities there. And if you have Discovery on, will also appear on the GoCollab website. And this is the desktop version, but the GoCollab app is where people get access to the client portal and see their courses or communities they have access to. Let's talk about our final topic of the video, selling courses through funnels. So how do we sell courses through funnels? How do we take payments for that? So first thing you need to do is make sure Stripe is connected. So go to payments and go to integrations, and make sure Stripe is connected here, or any other payment gateway you're using. I'm using Stripe, so that's why I keep mentioning Stripe, but you can use PayPal, NMI, Authorized, Square, anything else you want. There's loads of other payment gateways out there that natively integrates with GoHighevel. Once we have a payment gateway integrated, we can just go to sites and create a funnel. So let's just say we have a checkout funnel here. Let's say if we can use it. I guess we can use that, but let's just start one from scratch. Say course sell funnel, and we will do this. Okay, let's just create a checkout page. And now we will just open this up in the GoHighevel funnel builder. So let's just keep it really simple and create an order form. So we will just do this and hit add and go to two-step order. An order form is something through which you accept payments from your funnel pages. So we will just do this, and when we select our order form, you can configure that here. So if you want to enable sticky contact, new contact on every purchase, you don't need to enable that. And then sell actions will be go to next step, which basically means that if they submit this form, they will go to the next step in the funnel. But we only have one. You can create a thank you page as well. So let's just say thank you. So when they submit this form, they'll go to the thank you page. And now you can hide the company name bit from here. You can hide shipping as well. If you don't want any shipping information, we will go up and go to step 2. So this is where they'll add their card and then purchase it. So let's just hit save. You can add other elements like texts, image, videos, like create a really beautiful looking checkout page. We're not going to spend time on that. I'm just showing you from a technical point of view how the course selling bit works with GoHighevel funnels. So we have a page where there's a two-step order form. Let's just go to this page. When people visit this page and submit this information, go to step 2, enter their card information, they'll be able to get access to the course automatically. Let's go to payments and let's go to products and create a product here. Course, how to grow your business. This is the product, and this product will have a price. Let's just say it's $97. It's in one time. It can also be on monthly recurring, but let's just do one time for now. So we have a product. called Course How to Grow Your Business. Now we will go back, go to Sites, and now we will just go to the funnel we created, Course Sell Funnel. Now on the checkout page, we will go to Products and we will hit Add New Product and we will say Course How to Grow Your Business, and the price will be 97. It saves. So we are basically adding that product for which we will accept payment, adding that product to the checkout page. Once we do that, this form will find this product and attach it with it. So I'll just do this, hit refresh. Now let's just do a quick test and go to step 2. Once we do that, because we added this product here on the product section for this checkout page, you can see Course How to Grow Your Business is attached to this form. Now I just need to keep this selected, enter my card information and hit complete order. That will basically take payment from my card, which will be $97, and put it on my Stripe account. Now we have configured this part. How do we share the access to the course automatically? Now we'll just create a workflow for that. The workflow will be called Funnel Purchased Share Course Access. The trigger will be order form submission. We'll say in Course Sell Funnel page is, the page will be the checkout page, and the product is Course How to Grow Your Business. So the workflow trigger is order form submission. In funnel, Course Sell Funnel, we're selecting our funnel, we're selecting our page, and we're selecting the product as well. So we're saying when this product in this page, in this funnel is purchased by someone, we know what to do. Course grant offer. We've used this in the form submission example as well, but we are just giving them access to the course when they purchase it. So we'll just hit save and publish and save again. This is how you can sell courses through GoHighevel funnels. So you just need to come up with a really good looking GoHighevel funnel page that has a good design and not just this basic looking page with one form in it. You can just make it a bit better and start promoting this, and also need to add a subdomain. There are videos on my channel on how to add subdomains to funnels. So go ahead and watch those if you want to make your funnel live. Once you have this page set up, you have connected the product, you have set up the automation, you're good to go. And then you can start promoting this page where people can visit and enter their card information, purchase the course, and get access automatically. This will happen in the back end on autopilot. You don't have to do anything. Just keep monitoring it maybe. So that's all I wanted to share this video. Hopefully this was useful. Hopefully you have a really better idea on how the memberships area works in GoHighevel now. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions on anything, not just in particular to GoHighevel memberships, but anything on GoHighevel or ads. I'll be more than happy to answer, and see you in the next one.